Hi, I'm Christine Miller, head chick in charge at Two Chicks Walking Tours, and this is Quarantine History. New Orleans may have famously invented jazz in the early 1900s, but decades earlier, its citizens sang a very different tune. It was the first American city to build an opera house. Incidentally, it was the last to build a sewer system. How's that for priorities? Before we had pop stars or rock stars, we had opera stars. In fact, it's the musical genre that gave us the term diva. And the Beyoncé of her day was none other than the Swedish nightingale Jenny Lind. 30,000 people greeted Lind when she arrived in New York in 1849. Most had never even heard her sing, as the invention of sound recording was decades away. For comparison, just 3,000 fans showed up when the Beatles arrived in 1964, the height of Beatlemania. In 1851, legendary hype man Phineas T. Barnum of circus fame arranged Lind's tour of the United States, which included a stop in New Orleans. There, she was scheduled to perform 30 sold-out shows at the St. Charles Theater. The Lind brand was everywhere at the time. From bonnets to paper dolls to pianos and more, the Kardashians would be so proud. People competed to be her personal chef during her stay here. The honor went to Chef Boudreau, along with a crown of parsley. The day Lind arrived, the crowd was so massive that P.T. Barnum deployed a series of lookalikes to draw people away from the docks to disembark. Thousands of people filled Jackson Square, attempting to catch a glimpse of the opera star. Even the fire department circled the area 3 times. Meanwhile, a building on Magazine Street burned to the ground. Lind stayed for a month in the Upper Pontalba building, hosted by none other than the Baroness Michaela Pontalba. Michaela's son, Gaston Pontalba, spent time with the Swedish nightingale too. A drawing of her that he produced ran in the paper. Upon Lind's departure, anything she touched, or was even rumored to have touched, was auctioned off to the highest bidder, including a thimble and the chamber pot.
Sold.
Tune in next Sunday for another exciting episode of Quarantine History.